What is up YouTube? I'm BenPlaysGames guys, and today I'm back bringing you another zombies video. This time I'm bringing you a video on the game that started it all, Call of Duty World at War. In today's video I'll be ranking all World at War zombie maps. Now you may be sat there thinking, Ben, this could have been a YouTube short, what are you doing? But this ranking is going to be a little bit different from the others, as I will be giving a little bit of a retrospective on each map, as well as why and the reasons why it is ranked in the spot that it is. Also, this video is going to be the start of a mini-series I'm going to do on my channel whilst we wait for some content for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, where I'm going to do this style of video basically for all Treyarch games and maybe a few of the other third mode games if you like as well. So let's just see where we go with this. If you do like COD Zombies content and you enjoy this video, do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, as this really motivates me to continue to pump out content for you guys. Also remember to follow my Twitch, as I'm live over there quite often. Also make sure to drop a comment and let me know your guys' ranking list for World at War Zombies. If you've subscribed within the last couple of months, you may also be wondering why I haven't posted much Modern Warfare 3 Zombies content in the last few weeks, and simply put, there just isn't any content for the game right now. On Thursday last week, Call of Duty announced on Twitter the roadmap for Season 2, which I've now put on your screen. The only 4 pieces of content in a Zombies-themed season, by the way, that are coming to the Zombies mode are all coming in season, which means that on the day that Season 2 drops, which is tomorrow as of me posting this video, the 7th of February, there is 0 new content for that game, which is really sad, as for me the mode genuinely had potential if it got the correct TLC, but it does seem like Treyarch have moved away from it now to work on their own game ready for this October, and Raven have been put on charge, but let's just see what happens. Anyway, that's enough of the modern day bullshit. Let's get into some nitty gritty, boots on the ground, classic COD Zombies by ranking all 4 of the original 4 Zombies maps from World at War. So coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the map that started it all, Nacht der Untoten. Releasing in November of 2008, Nacht der Untoten was the side project of Treyarch's team at the time. The best part about this map is that if you played it when it originally came out in 2008, you probably had no idea that you were actually about to play it. Nacht starts as soon as you finish the campaign on World at War, where the end credits have rolled and then all of a sudden you find yourself in a cutscene. Within this cutscene, you're on the floor and going in and out of consciousness. Each time you open your eyes, you see a humanoid figures running towards you, and the third time you regain consciousness, you realise one of these figures is full-on sprinting towards you, and then the title card comes up on the screen for the mode. Again, at this point you probably didn't know what this meant. Before you know where you are, you're placed into a game of zombies on the map that began it all. The reason I've put Nacht der Untoten as our lowest ranked map on this list isn't because it's bad, it's just that the next 3 maps on the list consistently upgraded that zombies experience to what we know and love today. Nacht is beautifully simple, there's just not a lot going on. On the map you have a mystery box, a few doors to open, a ray gun and an incredibly overpriced sniper. That's pretty much it. But that is what makes it great, especially now if you go back and play it after all these years, it's so much fun. While getting the gameplay for this video, I got my 2 good friends Josh and Corey to hop on with me to get the gameplay, and it turns out we all felt the same about all the maps. But when it comes to Nacht, we all felt that same factor, which was the fact that Nacht is genuinely terrifying. Like the original Nacht der Untoten, the sounds, the aesthetic of the map, the zombies, just the design, everything about this map is genuinely terrifying. I'd argue that it's to the point where the fear on this map becomes its greatest variable. I'd also go so far to say it's one of, if not the scariest zombies map of all time. So as I said, this is a mini-series that we're going to be doing on the channel, and as we are doing it like that, I'm also going to compile a tier list over the course of the next few videos with this series. Basically an overall tier list on all zombies maps. I put Nacht in the overall C tier on all maps because it started it all and it's good for what it is, but unfortunately I can't bring myself to give it any higher than a C. Moving on to the number 3 spot, we have Verrückt, the Asylum. Verrückt introduced perks, traps, and also our very first voiced characters in the forms of 4 American Marines, those being John Banana, Smokey, Paxton Gunner Ridge, and the main man Tank Dempsey. Verrückt was again, similarly to Nacht, a very scary map, but it was just that little bit less scary, if you ask me, as you now had these Marines screaming at you with everything that happened, whether it be you getting a kill, downing, or even reaching for Juggernaut tonight. Verrucht is a map I'm going to struggle to say a lot about. It obviously introduced our 4 favourite perks, those being Juggernog Soda, Quick Revive Soda, Speed Cola and Double Tap Root Beer, and also characters that actually spoke instead of silent Marines. Oh, and traps. But, I mean, who the fuck cares about traps? I don't really have that much else to say about Verrucht, so I gave it an overall C tier again, as I feel it did do slightly more for zombies as a whole than Nacht. But again, it's not enough to warrant placing it higher on the list, and that's why it comes in at our number 3 spot in this video. Coming in at our number 2 spot on this list, controversially, is actually Der Riese. Wait, before you shout at me in the comments, please hear me out. Der Riese was the 4th and final map within World at War Zombies, and it introduced one of the biggest things that is still in zombies right the way through to Modern Warfare 3 zombies to this day, Pack-a-Punch. It also technically is the first map in the franchise that had an Easter egg, albeit not up to the standards of modern Easter eggs, but come on, this was 2009 we're talking about. When this map was released, I was still in year 4 at primary school. David Guetta's Sexy Chick was top of the UK charts, and TF2 was still a relatively new game. This is a long time ago, and for the time, the Easter egg was genuinely revolutionary. Whilst getting the gameplay for this map once again with Josh and Corey, the 3 of us genuinely just had fun whilst playing zombies, and it takes you back to the good old days, if you like, with the boys hopping on after school for a few games of MP, then finishing up the night with some zombies. Der Riese truly took zombies to the next level, and that's probably why it's been remastered and remade twice, once in Black Ops 1's final DLC, and the second time in the GOAT of zombies, Black Ops 3. On our overall tier list, I've ranked Der Riese as a B, as I think it was that little bit more revolutionary and fun for zombies overall than our previous 2 maps. Pack-a-Punch was also insane. You could upgrade your guns and get further and further into the rounds, easier than ever, and honestly this map owns its place at the number 2 on this list. But rounds had never been easier when we get into our number 1 spot, Shi No Numa. Now again, I understand this is very controversial, but please hear me out again. Shi No Numa introduced a bunch of new mechanics and features to zombies that are still in the game to this day, such as another wonder weapon, separate from the ray gun, and that was in the form of the OG World at War Wunderwaffe, which genuinely still sounds amazing to this day. It also introduced special zombie rounds in the form of Hellhound rounds. Another feature that it also introduced, which was loved by some, but also hated by others, was the random perk system. You never knew which perk you'd get once you fully open one of the 4 quarters of this map, and I just feel like it adds to that fun experience, especially going back. Like, don't get me wrong, at the time it really did annoy me, but going back, it was great. It was great at the time, man. You never knew if you'd get jugged then or on round like 20 by the time you opened the rest of the map up. You just never knew. Another thing that was possible on this map was easy, unlimited high rounds. Thanks to the setup with the WAF and trench guns for dogs, the current record for this map as I'm making this video stands at round 11,843. Whilst infinite rounds were possible on Nacht and Verrucht, the introduction of the Wunderwaffe made them a lot less tedious, as with Nacht the only strategy really, even to this day, is to use the flamethrower and grind the zombies down, and Verrucht it was using traps. Finally, with Shi No Numa, you were able to get to very high rounds in very little time, which had a community of players of its own back in the day, and people are still, to this day, pushing Shi No Numa to its limits. It's crazy. The high round community on this map alone is just insane. If you guys want to go and look it up and look about it, honest to God, it's so crazy. I almost think it deserves its own video, the Shi No Numa round pushers, if you like, because those guys are crazy. Honestly, go look it up. But finally, for this video, the main reason I have put Shi No Numa ranked at the number 1 spot on this list is the fact it introduced our 4 beloved Ultimus characters in all their full glory. We had the incredibly talented and soon to be loved by millions cast introduced in the forms of Nolan North as Dr. Edward Richtofen, Fred Tatascore as Nikolai Belinsky, Tom Kane as Takeo Masaki, and finally Steve Bloom as... The significance of these 4 characters' introduction can never be topped for me personally, as it's thanks to this introduction that we got zombies as we love it now. We got Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 and so on and so forth, and I genuinely put it down to this map. I fully believe to this day that if we didn't get such an instantly lovable and likeable main character cast, zombies just wouldn't have taken off, like, at all. You may have got some maps in Black Ops 1 but I can't see it going much further than that and becoming anything on the scale that it has become now. And for me, that is the main reason I've put Shi No Numa at the #1 spot on our list of retrospectively ranking all World at War Zombies maps. On our overall tier list, I'm putting Shi No Numa in the S tier purely because of the reasons I've just stated, and I will also be putting at least one map from each game into the S tier on this list. Yes, that does mean even Black Ops 4. It has to be said, I've had an incredible amount of fun whilst making this video for you guys, especially recording the gameplay, going back with Josh and Corey and playing some good old-fashioned nitty-gritty COD Zombies. It was great, and honestly, if you haven't for a few years, seriously, I recommend just getting on with some of your friends and going and playing some World at War, because honestly, when you go back sort of over 15 years now, it's crazy. Honestly, it's so much fun, and I can't recommend it enough. But unfortunately, that is all I have for you guys today. A video basically on me giving a retrospective ranking on all World at War Zombies maps. As I said at the start, this is a new series on the channel that I'm going to do whilst we wait for some content to actually come out in the Zombies theme season of Modern Warfare Zombies. So if you have enjoyed the video and are looking forward to the Black Ops 1 version of this map, which is, let me tell you, I absolutely love that game. Do make sure to subscribe and like, and also, like I said at the start, leave a comment on your ranking of World at War Zombies maps and why you're putting them in each 1, 2, 3 and 4, because honestly I'd love to have a discussion with you guys in the comments about the game, as this is literally where it all started. Everything Zombies that you know, it all started with this game. Remember as well, I do also stream regularly over on my Twitch, so make sure to follow over there too. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I've been BenPlaysGames, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.